and that I will spare neither age, sex, nor condition, and that I will burn, hang, waste, boil, fly, strangle, bury alive these infamous heretics, open up their stomachs and wombs of the women and crush their infants.
What the fuck you on about?
This is all happened. What do you want?
What do you want?
Huh? Get them down the road before you get
You
fucked
go
up.
down the road, motherfucker.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Tell me what you're gonna do.
I'm gonna talk about religion and James
What are you
Brown.
gonna do? Get out of here.
What are you doing?
Get out of here.
Get out where?
Yeah?
I'm filming you. You're filming me.
You're drunk, ain't you?
No, you're drunk.
That's why you're
I'm
feeling
vaguely
strong.
intoxicated and I'm
That's what I
taking the
mean.
blues.
Get out of here.
You speaking religion to yourself.
Right, and it says here.
Yeah,
right?
it says in James Brown's book of the funk and blues
And it
that
says
you're
here.
lying.
Right, I've got you on camera, yeah?
I
So if
got
try
you on
anything,
camera and you
I'll
don't
knock
know
the
how to sing the
fucking
blues.
shit out of you, yeah?
No, I don't
And it
give a
says,
shit. You
Strangle,
don't know how to
bury
sing the
these
blues.
infamous heretics, yeah?
Yeah.
You know what happens,
you
innit? It's a
stand there
spiritual
for the last
thing,
week
yeah?
and a half
Right?
talking shit.
Right, it says this is what they
He's
do.
mental.
Satan
James Brown is mental.
let's drink down him
Then
and
Robert
gets
Johnson
brave,
is mental.
right? And feels
What
brave.
are you doing?
Yeah? And when he gets knocked out now,
No,
then they
he
say,
doesn't.
oh, hey?
You
when
get
he gets
knocked out.
right?
No, you get knocked out. You get
Move
knocked
away,
out.
move away.
No, move away
from
from me,
Move away.
motherfucker.
Move out of here.
How are you?
Get out of here.
How dare you threaten me, you cunt?
Fuck you.
You be standing there talking shit all
Get out of
fucking week.
Fucking pussy. Get out of
You're a pussy clout.
Get out of here.
Get out of my face.
You drunk bitch. Get
No,
out.
you're a bitch.
Yeah, you gotta get intoxicated to feel
Fuck
strong.
you.
Huh?
Fuck you and
You
your
gotta get
bullshit
drink.
religion,
You gotta get drunk
motherfucker.
just to be a man.
You're an
a
asshole.
man, eh?
You be a
You
man,
gotta drink
stand
to
up,
try and get
like
strong.
James Brown.
You're a pussy. Get
You
out of
do
here.
it,
Get out of
pussy
here.
clout.
Get out of here. You drunk bitch.
Go
Get out of
fuck
here.
yourself.
You're drunk. You're inebriated. Get
Oh,
out of
you're
here.
an asshole talking shit.
Right. Let's continue. We got a drunk dickhead. You got a drunk dickhead here. Let's get out of here.
No, you're a religious proprietor of bullshit.
Right. Let's continue with history. Yeah. And it says here, right? Infamous heretics open up the stomachs and the wombs of their women. And that happened to us in slavery. There's an actual instance where the so-called white man cut open a black woman's stomach and sewed cats into it. Okay? So all this is predicted in the Bible. Yeah? And these devils now, they're getting drunk. Do you know why they're getting drunk? Because they know their society's falling apart. So they've got to find some kind of remedy, you know what I mean, for their feelings. Yeah? They're drunkards. You understand? And it says here, to annihilate the accessible race. And it says here that when the same cannot be done openly, I will secretly use the poison cup. And what are they doing it now? The jab. The jab is that poison cup. You understand? So what? The Lord predicted this already, man. So this is why we're trying to tell our people to wake up. Yeah? But 66.6% of our people are not going to wake up. Yeah? That's why the Lord is going to have to put them to death. You understand? And it says here, the strangulation cord, the steel of the, what's that, the poignard, or the leaden bullet, regardless of the honor, rank, dignity, or authority of the person. So that's why they take down governments. They don't care. They went into Haiti, and they took down the Haitian president. They send in mercenaries, yeah, agents, and they killed the Haitian president. Because why? He didn't want that poison in his land to give to his people. This is what this government does. Do you understand? They said by any means necessary. Like Malcolm X said, we have to fight these devils any means necessary. Yeah? But we have no power. The only power we got is of God. We don't realize that. God is on our side. Yeah? He said, I will be an enemy to your enemies if you come back to me. And he's showing it now. We've got plenty of us prophesying on the streets. So he's becoming the enemy to our enemy. You understand? And they don't like to hear the truth, because the truth, like I said, is like garlic to a vampire. Yeah? They've ruled the world in wickedness for so much time now that it's time to pay the figure. It's time to pay up. You understand? And it says, either public or private, as I at any time may be directed to so do by any agent of the Pope or superior of the Brotherhood. Because what it is, the Illuminati, they got a brotherhood, yeah? They got all different names for them, yeah? The Scottish Rites, yeah? They got all different names. And our people, right, instead of using the internet for this to get the information, they're using it for folly, especially our men, yeah? The men are supposed to be the leaders, yeah? And now we've become saggy pants wearing, hip hop spitting, garbage consuming, lack of brains, lack of integrity, yeah? We've been conquered by our women. What it is, they gave the women the control of the household, and that makes a man become effeminate. You understand? A man is supposed to be emasculated, strong, you know? But what it is, they've used tactics. They used the woman against the man. Same thing they've done in the garden, yeah? Remember, you're working with a snake here. This man is a snake. He's very subtle. His women don't rule over him, but he made the black woman rule over the black man to make the black man weak. But we're raising up now, we're becoming strong. The Lord said he's raising up. Amos 9 and 10, he's raising up the tabernacle of David. Yeah, King David was mighty, and his men what followed him were mighty. So he's raising up the mighty men again now. So here we go. Let's finish this off. And it says, Brotherhood of the Holy Faith of the Society of Jesus. Yeah, they talk about this guy here. This is the Jesus they're talking about, the white boy, yeah? And Jesus is a black man in the Bible, yeah? Jesus was never a white boy, okay? He was never a white guy, yeah? And we're finding that out now in the Bible. When you read the Bible, it tells you Jesus is a black man from the tribe of Judah, okay? And it says, the quotes from the Jesuit oath shown here were entered into the Congressional Record, 62nd Congress, 3rd Session, House Bill 1523, Library of Congress, Catalogue number card 6643354, Volume 49, Part 4, pages 3215 to 16, okay? So here you have it. 3 world wars in the Bible, yeah? And we're heading there now to the 3rd World War, yeah? The conclusion is the 3rd World War, alright? Us men of the Lord can see it, but these peons, they call them, the walking dead, cannot see it, yeah? So let's continue. Let's get out the Bible now, yeah? Let's get the 3rd World War out the Bible. Right. First war has come, KJV. First woe has come. And it says,
but they said,
right, this is Revelations 9 and 12, and it says, one woe has passed, one world woe has passed, behold, there cometh 2 more woes after, right? Second one. Alright, this is Revelations 11 and 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the 3rd woe cometh quickly. The 3rd World War cometh quickly. Yeah? Right, so let's get Isaiah. Let's get Isaiah, Prophet Isaiah. Let's see what he said about this Third World War. It's about to culminate with missiles exploding in people's faces. Isaiah 54, and let's start at let's start at 16. I'll start at 15. This is Isaiah, yeah? Prophet Isaiah, so-called black man, yeah? And it says, Isaiah 54 and 15. And it says, behold, they shall surely gather together, but not by me. Whosoever shall gather together against thee shall fall for thy sakes. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. What's that talking about? The Lord's talking about a smith. They call him a blacksmith. He used to make weapons of war. Armory, armor, swords, knives. This is what the smith, yeah? A man of war, because God is a man of war. Not a woman, he's a man, yeah? Says, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, that bringeth forth an instrument for his indignation. And what's he talking about, that instrument? What's that instrument God is bringing forth? He's talking about this. This is the instrument God has brought forth. Yeah, for his indignation. Indignation means his righteous hatred or anger. Yeah, the first one was water, the second death is by fire. Yeah, he's brought this forth for his indignation. Yeah, this is what's coming. Yeah, World War III. Albert Pike predicted it, and our king predicted it. So this is what's going to happen. Going to burn a lot of these people up. They need it. They need to go. They're fucking wicked. And it says, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, for God's work. This instrument is made for God's work. The nuclear intercontinental ballistic missile was made for God's work. And how is he going to use it? He's going to cleanse the earth with it. Water is a good cleanser. Fire is a good cleanser. And he's going to use it to cleanse this earth. Yeah? Right, and it says, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. I have created the waster to destroy. And it reads on, no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, neither tongue, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment, thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, the one they call God and Christ. And their righteousness is of me, saith Yahweh. Yeah? So let's get Isaiah 13 and 13. This is Isaiah 13 and 13, and it says, Isaiah 13:13. Is that the right one? Oh, sorry. Isaiah 13 and 13. And it says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold. Because in this society, the women are seen precious as fine gold. Back in the ancient world, women used to do everything for the man. In this society, man's got to go down to one knee. Will you marry me, beggar, and all that madness? Why? Because of the Edomites. Everything's out of order. Yeah? A man never used to be a pussy beggar. You understand? Women were the ones who had to bow down to the men. And we're going back to that. We're going back to the order. It's out of order because the so-called white man's ruling. The red man, the devil, he's turned everything out of order. Got the woman ruling over the man and all that madness. You understand? That's complete madness. When Adam was first formed, then Eve. Yeah? Tells you that in Corinthians. The head of the man is Christ and the head of the woman is the man. Yeah? But don't worry. Not long to go now until everything's put back in order. As soon as this red man goes down, yeah? He's going down rapidly now. We're coming to the end of his rulership. The Edomites, yeah? The Caucasian race. They call themselves white people, but they're really red. They call us black, but we're brown. Look up those words and you'll understand what I'm talking about, yeah? And it says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the gold of Ophir. If you know about the gold of Ophir, it's what Yahweh Shai made a golden belt off of. 100% pure. Not like this garbage they got today, yeah? Because what it is, they dilute it with other metals so they can stretch it out. Like everything they do in this society. It's not real, you understand? It's plastic, yeah? And it says, therefore will I shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place. How's he going to do that? With intercontinental ballistic missiles. They're gearing up for it now, yeah? And it says, in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger, we're moving towards that fierce anger. Coronavirus is the only beginning. Famines, tornadoes, floods, hurricanes, all this is the scourges what the Lord is bringing on this earth for the rape robbery of the blacks, Hispanics and Native Indians. 400 to 500 years of slavery now has to be recompensed, paid back. You understand? You don't expect to do that and ride off into the sunset. No, that's not how it works. They got a universal principle called karma. Yeah, what goes around comes around. You put people into slavery, you go into slavery. That's the Bible. And when the one called Jesus Christ comes back, he's going to crush your armies because that's your sword. He gave that to you so he could have a decent fight. It's only going to last an hour though. 1 hour is going to last. When you fight all these other nations, you obliterate, you destroy them. But when you fight Christ, it's going to be over for you. Because he's coming in what you call UFOs. So the government, they don't know what to do with them. You know what I mean? And that's a beautiful thing. Yeah? And it says, therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place intercontinental ballistic missiles. And in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and of the day of his fierce anger, and it shall be as a chase roe. What's he talking about? It shall be as a chase roe. He's talking about you Caucasians. In that day, everybody's going to be chasing you. And James Bond ain't going to save you. Yeah? MI5 and the M16 or whatever you call it, MI6 and the Israeli Mossad and your FBI and the KGB and your CIA ain't going to help you in that day. The Lord of hosts is on his way. Yeah? Jeremiah 4:7. The lion is come up from his thicket. The destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. Yeah? Christ is on his way. But you guys are oblivious. Yeah? And it says here. And it shall be as a chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people. We're seeing that now. The Chinese man going with the Chinese, Japanese with the Japanese, East Indian. Everyone's going to turn to their own nation. And all those so-called mixed relationships are going to break up. Yeah? Everyone's going to turn to their own people. That's the only way you're going to be able to survive. If you go to your own people. Because food is going to be scarce. Yeah? Water is going to be scarce. They show you these films in like Mad Max. They show you these things in this Caucasian man's wicked movies. You understand? Mad Max, The Road, The Book of Eli. these post-apocalyptic movies. This is what's coming. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to destroy this place. All of its electronics. So people with this social media, live by social media, what are they going to do? They're going to go crazy because they can't get 1,000 likes every day. Yeah, they can't get people worshiping them on their social media sites. Yeah, and it's a good thing. A lot of these people need to be destroyed. Okay, and it says here, and it shall be as a chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone to his own land. And I've seen that. People going back to their country. You know why? Because this ain't the land of milk and honey no more. This is going to become like a third, a fourth, a fifth world country. Yeah? When the shop's got no food in it. They're having problems with their financial thing at the matter at the moment. Yeah? And it says, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. What is that talking about? Everyone was joined to the so-called Edomite. Caucasians, red man, white people, they got all kind of names. Anyone's found joined to them is gonna fall by the sword. That's what it says. The sword could mean hunger, could mean actual sword. Someone put a sword through you. Gun, famine. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravaged. This is what's coming. How did they do to us in slavery? They spoiled our houses, they ravaged our women, they raped, robbed, and murdered us. That's why our women, our black men walking around showing their pants, our women walking around with other people's hair on their head, not knowing that all that is madness. It's a sign of psychosis, a sign of being destroyed. Yeah? And it says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them. What does that mean? Russia. They're in that land now, the Medo-Persians, where the Medo-Persians used to be. This is where Russia is now. Gog and Magog. That's why Russia is against America and the European Union. The Lord said he was going to do that. Stir up, he says here, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them. Against who? America and all the other. European Union, India, all these other nations. India, who's with them? Japan, all these nations. They're all stirring them up. Yeah? Where you from, brother?
From Africa.
What part?
From Africa.
There's many parts in Africa.
There's only one Africa.
No, but there's many parts. You've got Uganda, you've got Nigeria, you've got Ghana. Which part are you from?
Africa. One Africa.
Okay, all right. What country are you from?
One Africa.
There's countries in Africa.
That's why
You're not all the same people in Africa. You've got Fanti, you've got Gar, you've got Yoruba, you've got so forth and so on. So which one are you? Fanti, Gar, what?
No, I'm Yoruba.
Yoruba, you're from Nigeria. Why would you say that in the first?
No, because I like sharing trouble.
Oh, you like trouble, do you? Don't worry, trouble's coming. It ain't gonna come from me. It's gonna come from God.
You're right,
Yeah?
though.
You don't want to box with him because your arms are too short to box with him.
Yeah.
You understand?
You
Yeah?
okay, though?
Yeah, of course I'm okay. I work for God. Who do you work for? Huh?
Myself.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's see how long that lasts, yeah? And it says, see, our people are just simple, you see. Everything's a joke to our people until there's no food in their belly. And then they take it serious, you see. Because they can go and they can shop now and they can get what they want. But when there's no food in these shops, what's coming, by the way, let's see if he's got that same kind of smile and I like trouble, yeah? Let's see. And it says, behold, I will stir up the Medes. The white man takes it serious. Our people are just full of comedy, yeah? Everything's a joke, yeah? And it says, behold, I will stir up the Medes. The Medes are the Russians, and the Chinese are stirred up as well. Yeah, they're gonna blow up America, yeah, but they're not up next, yeah? They're not gonna be the next superpower, by the way. The going into captivity under us, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Yeah? Prepare, all you nations. Gather yourselves together and prepare for war. That's what our king said. Prepare this big, great war. And it says, which shall not regard silver, you won't be able to pay them off. You won't be able to pay the Russians off this time. Gorbachev, you could pay off. Yeah? Because there's no bread in his shops. But this time, you ain't going to be able to pay the Russians off. Yeah? The Russians are building their mighty army just like the Chinese. They got hypersonic weapons. Yeah? They got nuclear bombs, one called the SS Satan. Yeah? What a name for a nuclear bomb, huh? The SS Satan. One bomb can take out major cities, and they're going to use it on America, that wicked place where they got Hollywood, pornography and all that. Porn industry that started in America by the Jewish people. They brought that to Germany, and Germany didn't like it. That's why he locked them up in concentration camps. Even though he was saving them, really, because he's a Jew himself. He was saving them from the German people. The German people didn't like them. That's why the Germans put them in camps. Yeah? But they didn't exterminate them. Hitler done that. Hitler put them in there to protect them. Yeah? They had opera centres, they had brothels in there, they had tennis courts, football pitches. This is what they're not showing you, yeah? Another liar. I told you these guys is liars, man. And it says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for their gold, they shall not delight in it. You won't be able to pay them off, he said. And it says, their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. That means they don't care if you're young, old, woman, child. The nuclear missiles are going to dash them to pieces, yeah? Their eyes shall not spare children. They ain't going to care. When they launch those missiles, they don't care who's in the land, yeah? It's going to destroy everything in the land. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms. That's talking about America. America, yeah? America, the glory of all kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldeans. Chaldeans was into witchcraft. And what does America bring? America brings witchcraft for his movies, for his Hollywood. Hollywood goes back to hollow wood. The same wood they make wands, yeah? To cast spells. Right? And a lot of you people are under the spell of this society. Yeah? A major spell. You're walking in darkness not knowing what's coming around the corner. Trouble is coming to a lot of you. And you haven't got a clue. And I'm glad it's that way. And it says, and Babylon, America, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees excellent, shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. And how did he overthrow Sodom and Gomorrah? He burnt up 5 cities. Sodom, Gomorrah, Zebui, Zohar, and Atmar. 5 cities was burned up with fire. And how's he going to do it? Intercontinental ballistic missiles. That's how he's going to burn this one up. Alright? And all you women in your yoga pants, there's going to be yoga pants everywhere. Burned up yoga pants everywhere. Because these women are not supposed to dress like this. This is something that tells them yoga pants is okay. You're supposed to wear a nice dress, right? And not showing the shape of your behind. Alright? Nobody wants to, well, a lot of them, I do want to see your behind, but in the bedroom. I prefer to see your behind in the bedroom, not on the street, okay? Knickers up the bottom and all that. I'd rather see that in the bedroom, not on street, alright? And it says, all that's going to be done away with when our Lord comes back. And it shall never be inhabited. America's never going to be inhabited again when these nuclear missiles fly to smithereens. Alright? We need America to go, because once America goes, all these other kingdoms is going to go as well. Because America props up all these other kingdoms. England, Germany, France, all these kingdoms are propped up by America. Why? Because of their military might, their military power. what was given to them by our God, gave them that military power. Yeah? Right? And it says, camera keeps fucking up. And it says, and it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelling from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. So when America gets blown up by China, Russia, all these other so-called kingdoms, it's never going to be inhabited. It's going to be there for a memorial. Right? You know when you put down a memorial, like you got your World War II memorial, America's going to be a memorial of how not to live, how not to rule the world. It's going to be burned up with nuclear missiles, yeah? And it says, but the wild beasts and the desert, the wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures. The owls shall dwell there, the satyrs shall dance there, and the wild beasts of the island shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant places. And her time is near to come. So it's not far. World War III and that fire is not far. It's near to come, the Lord said. It's coming, round the corner, as they say. And her days shall not be prolonged. The Lord said he's not going to prolong her days. But he tells you in Job, let's get it quickly. Let's get Job 14 and 5. It says, 14 and 5 says, seeing her days are determined, the number of her months are with thee. They have appointed, thou hast appointed her bounds that she cannot pass. So the white man's got a rulership that he cannot pass. You understand? His days are determined. You can't hide from God. Yeah, you can't hide from the one they call God. Alright? So let's get Ezekiel 20 and 20. No, let's get Jeremiah 49. Let's see what Prophet Jeremiah, the black man, said. Because he was never a white boy. That's another lie. Jeremiah 49.